If you're about to launch your CPG brand, stop. Just stop. Because most founders rush to print labels, buy inventory, and make all these social posts about how they're coming out with their business before they even start building the foundation of a real business. And that's why most CPG brands fail in the first year or 12 months, whatever one you want to say. So today, I'll walk you through the 10 things, yes, the 10 things you must do before you launch. You can build something that lasts for a long time, or for however long you want to keep it before you sell. Welcome back once again to CPG 101, and it's me, your boy Eric, where we discuss all things CPG and we give out good ideas, tips, and strategies to take your CPG brand to the next level. So whether you're launching a beverage, snack, or skincare line, these checklists that I give you in every video will help you save time, money, and a lot of headaches. Make sure you write this down. Make sure you save this video because this is the business checklist. The 10 things to do before you launch your CPG brand. Step one. Yeah, step one. You got to make sure you register your business properly. Before anything else, form your legal business entity. That means deciding if you'll be an LLC, an S Corp, or a C Corp. And you got to register it with your state. That way they know what's going on and who legally has the name. Plus, open up a business bank account. And you need to get an EIN number from the IRS. And make sure you're separating your personal and business finances. This one step builds legitimacy and it protects your personal assets if anything was to happen with your CPG brand or if anything was to go wrong with your CPG brand. You always got to make sure you got your paperwork together and you're protecting yourself. Make sure you do these things. Step 2, trademark your business name. Once you figure out what your business name is going to be, you got to make sure you go and trademark your business name and your logo before you start running out, posting everywhere and doing all this other stuff. Because once your name is final and that's what you like, you got to make sure you do a legal search on the USPTO database to make sure your name isn't taken. Because if it is, you're going to get a cease and desist letter. That's not what you want. But once it's available, you got to file your trademark. Because a trademark isn't optional. It's your identity. And without it, someone else can come in and copy your name and legally stop you from using it. That's called a cease and desist. Also, remember this. It takes 6 to 9 months to finalize a trademark. But as long as you file it, you still have it because when you file it, it'll show in file and it'll list on the website so you're able to use it and it shows that it's on record as being yours until you hear back about it being approved, which will be 6 to 9 months later. Step 3, secure product liability insurance. I know I said this in about 3 or 4 different videos, but it's needed because if your product goes into someone's body or it goes on someone's skin, you need to make sure you have insurance for in case happens. Because product liability insurance, a policy that's a good one, it covers $1 to $2 million. And the reason you need it is because most retailers require that you have it before they even review your product because they want to make sure you're covered and they know this is your safety net for both your business and your peace of mind just in case something happens. Step 4, you got to get your UPCs and your barcodes. You got to get your UPCs and your barcode. Every product needs a UPC code to sell in stores or online. You got to have that to sell in line on stores. You can buy your barcodes directly from gs1.org, and please do not buy from any third-party sites because GS1 is the only global recognized source, and it's the only one people do business with because buyers will check to see if that's registered to your company, and if it's not, and if you go anywhere else, you're going to have problems. Make sure you go to gs1.org to get your official barcode set up, and it's your official source to get your barcode so that you can sell online and sell into these retailers. We could take your CPG brand to the next level. Step 5, you need to create your sales sheet and line sheet. Gotta create your sales sheet and your line sheet. Before you pitch to anyone, you need to have a sales sheet. Has all your information, what you sell it for, how to contact you, all that good stuff. This is your one-page overview with your product, photo, pricing, case count, shelf life, and of course, your contact info. This allows buyers to know that you're professional and you're ready for business. And they'll know how to contact you when they're ready to select your business. Think of this as your brand's resume. It gets you the meeting even when you're not in the room. Number 6, get your financial model or business model in order before you launch. You gotta have your business model in order before you launch, because you gotta know your numbers before you get out there and start pushing your brand. What does that mean? That means you need to know your cost of goods per unit, case cost and margin, and your break-even point, along with forecasting sales volume and what you're gonna need for future use when it comes to ingredients and everything else. Because if you can't explain how you'll make money, investors and retailers won't take you seriously. They won't take you seriously at all because you don't even know your margin or your numbers. You can use a simple Excel model to figure out your numbers, figure out your model in the beginning, and then as you grow, you can bring in an accountant and all this other stuff. But in the beginning, you can use a simple Excel sheet to keep up with your numbers, your forecasting, your gross profit margin, and how much money is coming in and how much money is going out. Step 7, finalize your formula and supply chain. These are 2 things that are very much important that you gotta have. Before you launch, every ingredient, supplier, component needs to be locked in. And what does locked in mean? That means you need to have your final formula approved. You need to have your packaging with your vendor confirmed. You need to have your co-packer ready. You need to have your lead times documented so that when you get a PO, you know how long it's going to take to fulfill it, because you don't want no surprises when it's time for you to scale. You can't grow a business on we're still waiting on labels, or we're still waiting on this, or we're still waiting on packaging. All that's going to do is hurt you when it comes to growing, and it's going to hurt you for the retailers that you're in already when it comes to fulfilling their PO orders. Step 8, create a marketing launch plan. Because if you don't know how you're going to market, how you're going to sell it, you need a plan for awareness before your first sale even comes. Make sure you map out a pre-launch social media countdown, meaning like you're sending out stuff, sending out sampling, you having sampling events, or you having pop-ups, or you created an email list with sign-ups and incentives, or you're using influencers, or you have a founder-driven storytelling type of content to bring people in. Because if people don't know you exist, how can they buy? Don't just launch. Build anticipation before you launch to the world. Pre-launch, in the sense where you get them excited before your actual launch day. You'll have emails, orders, and everything else ready so that when that day comes, you won't be looking for the sales. The sales will already be there waiting on you. Step 9, build your online presence, because this is going to be your social currency. Your website and your social pages are your storefront. Use them wisely. Use them wisely. You need to make sure you have a clean landing page like Shopify, like I've always said before, because it's easy to set up and easy to take payments. You also need clear product photos and pricing. Plus, you got to have an about page that shares your brand story, and it also shares why you're doing this and what's your motivation as to why you started this. Also, you need to have consistency across all your social media when it comes to messaging, posting pictures, and everything, because your online presence should feel like a premium, just like your product. When people see it, they see you. When they see your product, they see your social media. Remember, Your website is your digital impression, and it's also your digital currency that people will see and want to buy before they even see what you're about. Once they see that website, they see it's legit, it builds credibility, and then after they see your story and know about your product, then they'll want to buy. They say it takes a person to see something 10 times before they buy, but a great CPG founder with a great story can have people buying on the first time, depending on what they're saying and depending on if a person feels hooked through emotion to want to buy on the first time of seeing that person or that CPG brand. Step 10, build your network before you need it. Build your network before you need it. Go out there and join founder communities, join accelerators, get on LinkedIn groups early, because all you're doing is connecting with other people. And what this does, it leads to these things. It allows you to connect with other founders, connect with co-packers, connect with distributors, connect with retail buyers, because your network will open doors faster than your marketing budget ever will. And when you're ready to scale, when you're ready to go to the next level, you'll already know who to call, you'll already know who to email, and you'll already know who to speak to, because you've already created a network of people who do what in different industry. You already created a relationship with a buyer, you already created a relationship with a co-packer, you already created a relationship with a distributor, you already created a relationship with a person that knows a salesman. That when it's time for you to go into whatever lane or however you're expanding your CPG brand, you're ready because you've created these relationships before you even launch and before you even are ready to go into retail or expand into all these different stores. You're building your foundation and you're slowly building it. You're slowly building it one foundation at a time. Because like I always say, Rome wasn't built overnight. It takes time to build it. Let's recap everything. These are the 10 steps before you launch. Before you launch. Let's break it down. 1, let's register our business. You gotta register it. Let's make sure we trademark our name. Number 3, get insurance. Number 4, buy UPCs. Number 5, create your sales sheet. Number 6, build out your financial model. Number 7, lock in your supply chain. Number 8, plan your launch, your marketing launch. Number 9, build your online presence. And number 10, build out your network of other CPG founders and other CPG professionals that you know that you can create relationships with, that when the time comes, you can call on them when you need them for advice or for any assistance. Get these 10 things right and you will launch like a professional with sales just waiting on you. But if you don't, well, you'll be launching like a hobbyist, kind of wondering what you should do next. Make sure before you start printing labels or printing orders, you check out this list twice. Make sure you save this video, make sure you like it, make sure you write down the list so that you can constantly follow up and go through it while you're building out your brand before you launch. Please remember, if this video helped you at all, please hit the like and subscribe button, and leave a comment below and let us know which step you're in when it comes to launching your CPG brand, because we're a community and we can all help each other out. And lastly, of course, it's me, Eric, Mr. CPG 101, where we discuss all things CPG related when it comes to strategies, ideas, and advice on how you can take your CPG brand to the next level. Please, like I said before, please like, please subscribe, and thank you once again for tuning in to see me and talk with me and us create more of our relationship. Thanks again from me, Eric.